Today we are going to talk about hair serums. Hair serums, you are all aware what they are, and I'm sure you all must be using them. But let's see and let's go through these hair serums, what they are used for, how to use them, how to avoid using, where to avoid using, and what we gain out of it. What are hair serums? They're basically cosmetic products. They are styling products that coat the hair surface and provide a range of benefits. Primary component of hair serums is the silicone coating. That the silicone is a barrier which we use. It is used even on skin in the form of as a base in the sunscreens and various creams for as a barrier for the skin. Similarly, it is used on the hair, and then these hair serums are fortified with different other components like argan oil, jojoba oil, sunflower oil, moringa oil, and even vitamin E, rose water, and various growth factors. So why do we need hair serums, or why do we use hair serums? They have a range of benefits for the hair. For example, they add shine to the hair. Their primary action is by retaining the moisture of the hair so that there is lesser drying up of the hair, and this gives you a natural shine. And with the added products, this shining factor is enhanced further. So many of them, they also have light reflecting ingredients which add to the sheen and luster of the hair. They are also used to control the frizz and dryness. So as I said, they not only retain the moisture, they are also having hydrating agents in the form of oils and other agents, so that they are providing moisture to the dry hair. Frequent shampooing, frequent treatments damage your hair and they cause a lot of dryness, which is the root cause of most of the hair problems. So these hair serums are good for providing that kind of a moisture to the hair. And since many of them, they also contain hydrolyzed keratin proteins, they provide nourishment also. And these keratin proteins, they help to neutralize a negative static charge, which causes that frizziness of the hair, which many people are, disturbed about, and especially the females. So these hair serums, they provide you a good protection against frizziness as well. They make the hair smooth, they are easier to comb, and there are less of knots and entanglements. And it also enhances the hair's natural look, because it makes the hair look sleeker, more defined, and just enhancing the natural look. Major advantage of hair serum comes in the form of protecting the hair. As we all know, in today's world, we are exposed to a lot of damaging factors like the pollutants, the sun exposure, the UV rays. So these hair serums, they create a barrier on the hair follicles. They are protecting each and every of your hair follicle if it has been applied nicely or applied well. And so it protects your hair from the damage from environment, from the pollutants, as well as from the sun damage. Also, they protect you from mechanical damage. Why I am mentioning here is because a lot of people go in for treatments like straightening and all, and at home also they use heat treatments like curlers and rods and all those things. So if you apply a hair serum prior to this kind of a treatment, prior to this heat treatment, your hair are protected to a good extent and you end up giving less damage to the hair. Similarly, before any kind of a chemical treatment, even if it is a salon treatment, you can get the hair serums applied and they will form a protective barrier. The chemicals will have less damage on your hair. So how to use them properly? You can always follow the instructions on the box, but there are certain things you have to remember. The foremost, or I would say the basic rule, is use hair serum after your head bath or after your hair wash. Why? Because these are meant to be as leave-on products. We just apply them and leave them there, and that's how they protect you. And if you are applying it immediately after the wash, it will make the hair more manageable. And you should avoid applying the serums on the roots, because they are more meant to be applied on those areas where there is more dryness. So we all know that it is towards the ends. So hair ends and towards the shaft, it is better to apply. And if you apply on the roots, then it can also cause, a lot of accumulation of the product on the scalp, and sometimes because of the contact of these chemicals with the scalp, you can have allergies and some reactions on the scalp. So that is also prevented. So you wash your hair, towel dry it, and apply the product. That's all. Sometimes if you say wash the hair at night and apply the serum at night and morning, or apply in the morning, you get a better kind of a shine in the hair. So how do they actually give this shine to the hair, and how do they make it manageable? These serums, they actually, make the hair moisturized, and they make the hair fall into place, if you want to use that term, that they are easier to manage that way. So if you apply after the wash, it becomes better. The most important precaution will be that you should not over apply. Don't be more generous with the product. Okay, if I apply more, I will get better results. No. You always start with the least quantity and see how it is working, how the hair are looking. Because if you apply more, the hair will become heavier and you may actually get even a worse look than what you were looking for. So that is why the quantity applied should be on the lower side, and the most optimum quantity you can work on. Another point which you can keep in mind while applying the hair serums is that all of these are quite thick products. So it's always a good idea to take a small quantity on the palm, rub them, heat them up, soften them up so that it is easier to apply. And then you have to consider your hair type and what you want out of it. So in hair type, we are usually just looking at what kind of hair you have. If there are different formulations are available depending upon the kind of hair you have. So if you have coarse hair types and you are looking for softening of them, you have to opt for the hair serums which are having intense moisturizing factors, more of oils in them, so that they make your hair look better. But if you have lighter hair or frizzier hair, you need to go for the products which have lighter formulas and they don't feel very heavy on your hair. And even those who have straight hair and they want to boost the straightness, they can also use the serums, because these serums, they smoothen and moisturize the hair and the hair look more straight and glossy in the process. And people with damaged hair and split ends should consider keratin serums, as I mentioned earlier also. And now these days many serums are available with growth factors, so they do help with some amount of hair loss as well. Now comes the question, what kind of brands should we go in? See, this is not a platform where I can name the brands, but I can only tell you that always go for the reputed products. Look for the ingredients which are there closely on the box, what is written over there, what is their chief ingredient. And please try to see if you are allergic to any of those chemicals. It's always a good idea to use a test patch before applying anything over the scalp. With more and more pharmaceutical companies going into the production of these serums, I would say that they have a better R&D and they have a better backup of data supporting what chemicals they are using in there. So it's a good idea to go in for their products. But at the end, I would always say that any doubts, any issues or any problems arising out of the using of any of these products, don't go by internet or don't go by what your neighborhood salon person is saying whenever you are in trouble. So it's always a better idea to consult your dermatologist. I'm sure this video has been of some help to you, and I look forward to more such conversations with you. Thank you.
For more such videos, visit or log into DermaVidya.com.